Okay, I guess we're ready. Hello everyone and welcome to winner announcement stream from Whisper OpenAI Hackathon. And last week we had amazing hackathon on which we had more than 1,500 participants, which created 104 teams. And from this 104 teams, we choose 4 the best today to present their project, and our judges will choose the winner. This hackathon was organized by lablab.ai, which is the community of creators and enthusiasts who are passionate about the technology and want to build the future with AI. And I want to welcome on the stage the founders of lablab.ai, which is part of New Native. It's Pavel and Matthias. So please, guys, introduce yourself and tell, please, a little bit more about lablab.ai and New Native itself. Welcome to the stage.
Thank you very much, Alessia. It's great to be here, and welcome to everybody on the stream. My name is Pavel.
Matthias.
We are the founders and creators of New Native. At New Native, we believe that the future will be very bright, and it will be connected with the success of artificial intelligence. We really want to solve big problems moving forward with artificial intelligence, and we believe that how companies and software will be built will be very much in a AI native way, right? So we decided that we want to take you all with us on this journey, and we are builders one way or another, and we created LabLab to be from builders to builders, and we are extremely happy to have so many people that joined us last weekend to build on Whisper from OpenAI. Whisper is a tremendous breakthrough in technology. We've been super, I would say, excited to see it come out, and we were also very excited for everybody to join us and build something completely new and very creative. Good. So today we will see 4 of the top teams that built something that's truly astounding and astonishing by our count, and we would like to share all of this with the world. So without further ado, let's get rolling, and we will be watching with everybody, and then we'll pick the winners of this hackathon.
Thank you so much, Paul. And also, I wanted to welcome here Erwin, who was helping you who was helping teams like through all this hackathon. So thank you so much, Erwin, to be with us today, and he will help us to find the winners.
Yes. Thank you for the invitation. It was a pleasure helping some of the teams through mentorship and just helping them build their ideas even further. So thank you.
Thank you so much. And also today with me is Nasty, who was also in the chat with all the teams during the hackathon and helping you so much with all the questions you had. And today she will help me with questions in the chat on Twitch. So if you would have questions to the teams during the presentation, so please write them down on Twitch channel in comments. Nasty will read it, and the teams will have the opportunity to answer your questions. And briefly, I will tell what we will have today. Today we'll have presentations of 4 top teams that we chose with team, who was, on our opinion, was the best in this hackathon. And they will have like a 5-minute presentation of their project. And after that, we'll have Q&A sessions. So you and our judges will be able to ask the questions for teams. And after that, we'll have a little break just for judges to decide who will win this hackathon, and then we will announce the winners. And I want to invite the first team who will present their projects. It's Team Boss with Project Butter. So Kuba, please invite the team to the stage, and we'll be able to start the. Please invite the team to the stage, and we'll be able to. Somebody is watching the stream, so could you please mute yourself? Somebody is watching the stream, so. Thank you. Team Boss, are you here with us?
Yes.
Cool. So you know the rules. You have 5 minutes to present, and then you will have Q&A session with our judges and people who are watching the stream, right?
We have a technical problem because we hear you from the Twitch. Like we can hear you through the Discord.
I guess you just may stop watching the stream on Twitch and just to join the conversation here in Discord. It will be much more easier for us, I guess.
Okay.
Will you share your
Can
screen?
you give us
Okay.
Yeah, can you give us
We-
1 second to
so-
just set up?
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
share my screen, but I just. Can you see my screen? Is there any other way we can go on stage and share the screen?
Okay, while we were waiting for giving the speaking role, could you please share a little bit about your experience on the hackathon? How it was for your team, and what was the final result? How is your project now?
So I'm sorry for the delay. Benji, maybe you can pull up the presentation and you will present it from your computer while I'll speak.
Yeah, let's try doing that. Sure. Sorry about this. Just do that quickly. Can you guys see my screen? Okay.
Not seeing you.
Nadav, how about you give it a try?
I don't see your screen.
Are you trying to share your screen? Nadav?
I tried, but I couldn't. So I thought maybe you can share your screen and I'll speak.
Kuba,
Sorry about
don't you need
that.
to
Nadav, are you able to share your screen? Can you hear us?
Okay, hi. So we are the boss team, and we present Butter. Yeah, next slide, please. So our team, we have Georgie, which is a data scientist engineer and ML researcher with 1 year of experience. We have me, Nadav. I'm a AI ML researcher and advisor at MIT Sandbox, an innovation program of MIT. Jim, which is a math and data scientist analytics grad from London School of Economics. We have Neil, which is a recent graduate from University of California, Berkeley, with a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering and computer science. And Jovan, which is 7 years of programming experience in developing and deploying web and desktop applications. And we are very excited to be here. We also would like to present our collaborators. We collaborated with Ambi, which is the only NGO in Israel for people who stutter and those who support them. Ambi supports the community of people who stutter by operating a helpline, organizing workshops, lectures for teachers and students with communication disorders, and managing social media challenges. They also collaborate with various governmental bodies to promote the rights of people who stutter and enhance accessibility and equality. And we'll soon see how this all connected. We also have Shiran Israel Kostiner, which is a volunteer at Ambi, and we reached out to, and she's also the admin of 2 closed Facebook communities with more than 1,500 verified members for people who stutter and parents to children who stutter. We are very grateful to have Ambi and Shiran as collaborators. They helped us focus where our product can fit in by highlighting the biggest needs within the community. And coincidentally, yesterday was the International Stuttering Awareness Day. We'd like to show you a 20 seconds video that helps to understand who our final consumers are. So please meet Julian. Okay, so I hope you could hear the video. I couldn't. Can someone confirm if the video passed?
Couldn't hear
I
anything.
don't think it. Yeah, it was muted.
It was muted. All right,
we can move on. Yeah.
We'll move on, but okay. So basically, we talk about stuttering, and it is a very common issue. About 8% of children stutter, according to the Action of Stammering Children, an NGO from the UK. And it is estimated that about 1% of the adult population stutters. I'm not sure anyone can recognize at least one of the famous people here, but all of them have struggled with stuttering either as kids or adults. All right, next slide. So this is the one of the most popular memes in the stuttering subreddit, which shows how much more stuttering is than a speech disorder. Okay, So although about 1% of the adult population stutters, there are still significant accessibility gaps in motor services, as we learned from our collaborators. Personal digital assistants and call centers that implement automatic speech recognition for call routing are becoming increasingly popular. Unfortunately, the 1% who stutter are left behind. And the speech-to-text engines are a gateway for those services. However, they currently do not accommodate stuttering. So now let's hear what the Royal Mail from the UK requires from their customers who want to get some information about a package. I hope that we can hear this.
I will, yeah, I will play the voice recording from my end. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
we hear you.
You need your receipt already.
Okay, I will play it out loud.
You need your receipt or reference number to hand. Please speak clearly when prompted so we can track your item. Please read aloud the reference number of the item you want to track, saying just the letters and numbers.
Were you able to?
Yeah, so I heard it partially, but I also repeat the main thing. Basically, they ask you to say things clearly, which is, of course, a problem for many people. So next, to smooth over stutter, we created Butter. A big concern that arose from the communities that our collaborators are in touch with is the lack of a note-taking app they can use while driving, for example. And Butter makes it much easier to develop such an app. But that's just one use case. Our solution is we created a new improved speech-to-text model that removes stuttering based on OpenAI's Whisper, and we provide a free, easy-to-use API. So our immediate customers are software developers who build applications with speech interfaces. It could be personal assistants, it could be even the call center of the Royal Mail. Right, next slide.
Could be frozen there, potential. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I think Rimzim lost connection.
All right, so let's hope we can see the next slide soon, but in the meanwhile, I'll describe what we have. So our current interfaces and features are two. We created, so on top of this speech-to-text improved model, we also created a user-friendly interface for Butter as a Telegram bot. So you can test the model and use it to transcribe messages for free by sending it voice messages. Also, we implemented an automatic Q&A feature answering questions about stuttering. Our collaborators help us to make the answer sensitive and accurate. And I would like to show you a demo of the actual thing because we actually built it. We have this product and it's up and running. And I would like to show you one example, if we can. Yeah, I maybe have it, but I have difficulties to share my screen. All right. All right, but someone is presenting. Okay, so Rim Jim is presenting, and maybe she can show us. Looks like she had some problem with the connection. So we want to show a demo of our speech-to-text improved model. We basically will see a voice message with stuttering and how the model transcribe it perfectly without any stuttering. And it also shows you the user-friendly interface that we built because it's a Telegram bot.
Sorry, Nadav. Should I start sharing again? My net dropped since it turned 12 in my area.
All right, so maybe you can show us the demo. Only the last slide is 17, I believe. So yeah, in the meanwhile, I will also add that this is very special because our team is all over the world. We have people from USA, from the UK, other parts of Europe. So we also worked at different time zones and collaborate. Also, we had internet connection problems and those kind of things. So what you experience now, so you can think how was it to work together and collaborate. But I think that we were able to overcome those challenges by using tools like Discord and Telegram. We worked with GitHub and everything like so. Actually, it was surprising, I think, at least for me, to see how easy it can be if you use the right tools, and the time zones are it's still there, but you can manage. All right, so yeah, and that's our last thing, just to show you the demo. I'm sorry for those delays and misconnections and stuff. I hope we can show it maybe later.
Maybe we can send a link for our bot and the people can try it by themselves.
Sorry about the network issues from my end. Yeah, I live in a developing country called India, so it's not that great here. Sorry about that.
That's all right. You guys are building great things with despite these difficulties. So we understand that completely, and we're waiting patiently. Hopefully, you can show it, or maybe somebody else from the team that has a more stable connection and can share their screen can jump in. I mean, up to you guys to decide how to do it.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, things like this. Are you ready to go, or should we talk a bit more?
We also would like to share with you, as Georgie suggested, a link to the bot, for the judges. So how can we send it to you? Just here on the chat, or is it totally public?
That's a good question. I think if you have a team room still, you could just share it there because that makes it available for us and you and no one else.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, I can post
I
it.
sent you to this user that you're speaking through. I just sent you a private message. So later on you can play with it, and we will definitely looking forward to your feedback.
Okay. Any chance that anybody from the team can share their screen and show the demo as well on Twitch here?
Yeah, for me, I think I need to restart the app in order to screen share, but I think I might be dropped from the call if I do that. If I can be added back, potentially.
I think
Yeah.
you can add yourself back. So let's try it.
Okay.
Yeah, so while we are waiting on that, we can say that, yeah, this is a progress of iterations. We always learn something new with each event. So I guess for the next one, we are putting in a type of pre-stage room. So whoever is about to get up next, they can first go to this room, get everything checked out, and get help by Kuba to solve stuff. So once we lift somebody in the live stream, we know things working. So I guess that's the update we do until next week.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, we are still waiting, I guess. So I can ask some questions meanwhile. So how did you guys find it to work with Whisper? And what do you think about the technology in general?
Yes. So one thing is that we already sent you a link to the bot. You can check it, you can try it, you can play with it, ask it questions about stuttering, and you can also, challenge it. So please be our guests and try to challenge it. And you asked about the Whisper. So I think that Whisper is a big step. But as we show here, there are still gaps in what Whisper can accommodate. And although this is still new and stuff, we should also think about those that 1% of people that have difficulties. And this is basically what we have done. So we suggest an improved model over Whisper.
Can you guys hear the demo or see it? Okay. So basically, you send in an audio message, and as you can see, it'll play right now. Is the sound working?
No.
No.
Okay. Maybe we can share the demo itself then. I don't think the screen share sends the audio over to.
Kuba, you play the video file if they just send it to you on Discord or send a link to it maybe? Okay, so please send a link or the file to Kuba now directly and he will play it up here. And if you have any other video that should be played in this presentation also. And Kuba, for the future, make sure that you have an extra copy of all this. So if it's happened, you can jump in quickly. You know, people only have a 3-second attention span.
I can send that over.
And so I'll just ask a quick question. So did you guys review and analyze what is the size of the potential user base and globally? Because obviously Whisper works with multiple languages, which is a big improvement over other models. So you started with the improvement in English, but I imagine that you want to attract a global audience. So did you consider how big is the total population?
So we know that approximations are that 1% of the population, the adult population, stutters. And basically any governmental service or public service, you can think of like the Royal Mail, should accommodate the modern features for those 1%. So you ask about the total market and if we would like to later go beyond English. So I think that for now, English is a big enough market, and the popularity of those speech-to-text, basically speech recognition features in call centers, let's say, and personal assistants, personal digital assistants like Siri, Alexa, Google Home, they become more and more increasingly popular. And I think that if we can help there, so that would satisfy us for now. You know, that's a big enough market the way we see it.
Okay, great.
I also think that personal digital assistants are not aiming for now for other languages as well. So basically Google, Amazon, and Apple are also not focusing on other languages in their products. So I think that for us to do so, it will be too much for now.
Yeah, definitely good way to start with something that works and is implemented by a few, and that can grow. So totally agree with you on that. The accessibility issue and addressing accessibility for a specific percentage of the population creates a very natural customer base. So that's a very good strategy to grow any app that is in the accessibility market. Okay, so guys, I think we won't be able to show them on the stream. Kuba, I'm not sure whether you're able to play that video. Okay.
I sent it in the chat.
But if you don't get the
Staged.
tell us.
Guys, we do not have a lot of time because we still have 3 more teams. So if the judges still have some technical or non-technical questions, so please ask now, and then we will be able to move on to the next team, and you may check the project by yourself in your process of judging. So we will give the stage to another team.
Kuba, you have the video file in the chat here. In this chat, yes? The stage chat, you have the file there. Okay, so then you need to look so that you see.
So we additionally, in addition to the video, to the demo that we actually recorded, which is one example that we believe shows our strengths, we sent you the actual bot. Basically, you can challenge the model, you can try it, you can ask it questions. Just send it voice messages or text messages, and you can judge and tell us what you think.
Ask a quick technical question about butter real quick. So I remember when I was helping give feedback during mentorship, the model could not detect like fragments of words. So we were trying to create like a stuttering approach, just Whisper could not detect kind of like stuttering. So I'm just curious, how did you find a solution for that approach?
Yeah, so basically, I think that the two most natural approaches to detect or remove stuttering are either doing it on the fly when we do inference using Whisper, and the other approach is in post-processing, basically to work on the results of the outputs of Whisper. And basically, a mix of those two approaches is like could be guaranteeing. We are still it's still a work in progress. We haven't yet. I believe that we still have potential to improve the model, but if you'll check it, you can challenge it right now in the link we sent. Tell us what you think, and just a note is that we believe it is only part of what we can achieve with more time and more work.
Awesome. Thanks.
My name is Julian. Julian. I can't say it. Julian. Julian. Oh, it's so stressful.
We have to go into the internet to find music and background sounds. And after that, I had to go to a group for my stammering.
Okay, great. So we were able to see the demo a little bit and the presentation. Thank you very much, team boss. And I think we believe we need to move to the next team because we are running severely over time. So, guys, if you don't mind inviting the next team into the stream. And guys, thank you very much for presenting. And despite the technical difficulties that are completely, we feel very much that are on our side, and we're very sorry. We apologize for these technical difficulties to all of the team members. As Matthias said, it's lessons learned for the future. Let's invite the next team into the stage, and we will come back to you with any additional comments or questions. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, bye.
Thank you.
We would like to invite the next team, which is Team Biskov, with their project Moriarty, which should be the app for speech, for hate speech recognition. Yes, so we'll be happy to see the team here.
Hello.
Cool. Guys, are you able to present your project now? Are you ready with presentation?
Just give us
a minute to share our screen.
Can you see your screen?
Can you see your screen?
Yes, very cool.
Thanks.
So the stage is yours. You may start.
Alessia, can
Okay.
you turn off your screen sharing first? What you don't have to care about.
It's Kuba's laptop, so Kuba, could you please stop the screen share?
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Can we start presenting?
Yes, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Christina Athanasiadou.
And I'm Spiros Hadjigeorgiou. We are electrical and computer engineering students from Greece.
We are so glad to be with you tonight to present our project codenamed Moriarty. First of all, we would like to take a minute to share our vision. With this project, our goal is to help already existing voice communication platforms combat hate speech, harassment, and toxic behavior. As you can see, according to research, hate speech has become a real issue in online communication, especially in online games and live streaming platforms, where users are shielded by their anonymity. This phenomenon discourages a lot of people from using those platforms.
Our solution to this problem is to utilize its user's voice communication channel in order to assess whether his speech is obscene, toxic, threatful, insulting, etc. Then, if the speech contains a lot of hateful comments, it could lead to a simple warning or even a ban of the user. In order to achieve this, we designed a simple program. However, the tools we used are nothing but simple. We used OpenAI's new voice processing tool, Whisper, Hugging Face, to deploy the model we used, which is called Detoxify.
Those are just the pieces of the puzzle. Connecting them is another puzzle of its own. We designed a voice interface which runs on the browser on our Collab notebook. From the voice input, we generate a .wav file. The next step is to actually pass that .wav file to Whisper so it can produce a text file. Then we are ready to feed this text to Detoxify, the text classification model we used. After some processing, the results will come out as a graph.
With our project, we want to target video game companies, live streaming platforms, and social media. We really think that our product can help them curb the use of hate speech in their communities and thus achieve a high quality of service. Our prototype is functional, but we are committed to adding other features to it. At this point, we would like to announce that the past week we have been working on improvements and we've achieved multilinguality using Whisper's translation mode. Our next step is speaker identification and diarization. There are a few other features that we would like to add, which include real-time speech detection and the ability to make the computer understand the user of the voice tone of the user to identify the aggressiveness. That was our presentation.
We would like to show a demo now. We have a live demo. We'll show you now how it works.
But we have a pre-recorded one, whichever you prefer.
We'll go with the live one. And
do you want us to show the live demo or the pre-recorded?
Definitely, let's go for it. Let's try
exciting.
More exciting. Let's see the live one.
Okay.
Hopefully, all good.
Can you see my collab notebook?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just for fun, we would like to read to my computer microphone those two quotes. Okay. I don't trust my doctor because he's black, nothing else. After some processing, the results will come out. Sorry. I ran it before. I'm gonna run it again. I don't trust my doctor because she's black, nothing else. I just had to wait to save the file.
Okay.
Here you can.
You can see the graph. It was identified as toxic. And we will read another quote.
This one from a movie. If you let my daughter go now, that will be the end of it. I will not look for you, I will not pursue you, but if you don't, I will look for you, I will find you, and I will kill you. Everything went according to plan, and it identified my speech as highly threatful.
Which you can assume it was. Okay.
So
This was
that basically concludes our presentation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We can
Stop screen sharing.
We can stop screen sharing and go to the Q&A section if that's okay with you.
Great, perfect. Very nice presentation and great to see the demo working so well.
Thank you.
Did you look at other competitors in this space and maybe evaluate? Obviously the market is huge. There's some games that people have 70 million people playing at the same time, right? And so this is a huge issue. So did you identify any other competitors in this space? Anybody doing something very similar already?
Similar tactics have been employed by other companies, but they're mostly for the text, the chatting and text communication.
And Whisper is a very new tool. So with Whisper, it is faster, this process.
It's also better because, as we said, we have already achieved great things with multilinguality. We tried Spanish. We just finished working on multilinguality. That's why we didn't share with you a demo on other languages, but it works, and it works really good, really well.
Actually, Greek and
It works in Greek as well.
Greek is a difficult language.
So we're very excited to be working with such a new and groundbreaking technology. Of course, major players want to tackle this issue, but we think our solution works. And if we pursue it even further and we achieve real-time classification and detection, then we won't have to store any of the data. This will be huge because
it will save money.
It will save money, memory, storage, and it will also be GDPR compliant because we won't have to store data actually. So we are really hoping to take it a step further from here.
Great. I have two questions. What additional technologies did you use that you combine kind of with Whisper to achieve this? And second question is, what in the whole building process did you find the most difficult?
Most difficult.
For the first question, we used Hugging Face where we found Detoxify, the model we used to process the data and classify them. And we used Google Colab in order.
We needed to have access to CUDA-enabled GPUs. We don't have a CUDA-enabled GPU. We're students.
What else?
Whisper, obviously.
I think pretty much
that's it about the major technologies that we used. We have been discussing some other features that we could implement using GPT-3 but it's still on very early works, and we are talking about it.
And the second question, the difficulties. Keep going.
Whisper was very easy to use, actually, surprisingly easy to use. So we didn't have any difficulties here. The most difficult part, I think, is defining the project and then finding a way to implement it with code. We are students. We don't have so much experience coding. It's our second major project. It's the second time we actually use Python. But we think
It was at first it was a general idea, and in order to make it more specific, it was difficult.
Great, great answers. And yeah, it's super good that you used like Hugging Face and Colab and all these things to kind of get the tools that you need to kind of build a concept. And I recommend people overall kind of that's the path to go, especially during hackathons and so on. Then once you go out in the big world and you want to serve millions of users, okay, then maybe you move to something else. And super cool to hear that you don't have super long background in development either. But I can tell you a secret: like nobody knows what they do in development. That's always like the joke, you know, just Googling and copy paste stack on Stack Overflow. No, but in many cases it is like that. So just once you do it a bit, you get a bit of a feeling for the logic and that. And good spirit and quite some hours can take you far. So yeah, well done.
Thank you very much.
Erwin, do you have any questions?
No, great presentation. You answered all of my questions. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, guys. We do not have more questions in chat. Pavel, did you have some also?
No, I just wanted to say awesome, great job, and let's invite the next team over.
Yes, thank you guys for your presentation. And
Thank you very much.
invite the next team is the team Tatar with their project, which is Here All App. So guys, we are waiting for you to connect and we will start the next presentation. Okay, so we'll move on to the to the fourth team for today. It's Team Blue with their project Investoc out. So we are waiting for Team Blue for their presentation.
And hopefully we get the fourth team on either later. Where yeah. Okay, big team. Great to see you.
Big.
Great to see you guys. Hopefully you all had a lot of fun during the event and collaborated together from, I think, all over different places in the world as well. So we are very excited to hear and see your presentation.
Yes, and please turn on your cameras. Always a little extra point for the teams where everyone have a camera on. So would be the straw that breaks the camel's back, as we say in Sweden.
And who's gonna present? Great. Yeah, we can see your presentation, Team Blue, on the screen. And but we can't hear you yet.
Okay, hello everyone.
Great. Hello. Great to have you here. Thank you for joining us. Apologies for the delay. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. Thank you so much for bearing with us through this process. And we are very excited to have you. Kuba, let everybody know that I think the team is ready. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, Kuba. Are we good to go?
Awesome. So, hello everyone. Thank you all for coming today, and a special thanks to everyone at LabLab AI for making this event possible. Also, for giving us the opportunity to work with such innovative technologies and bring you InvestoGuide, a tool that can bring financial freedom to everyone. Okay, so I'd like to introduce you to our amazing group, Team Blue. We come from all walks of life, but we all share a passion for learning about and using AI technologies. So we all know the feeling of being uncertain about the future, and it's really scary not knowing what to do with our money. The stock market can be a great way to make some extra income, but it's also a very volatile place. If you don't know what you're doing, it's easy to lose a lot of money quickly. Now, the average person spends hundreds of hours on YouTube trying to find the best investment strategy. That's where InvestoGuide comes in. There's no need to watch hundreds of YouTube videos. InvestoGuide can help you make the best decisions with your money. So InvestoGuide can help you to invest your money better. InvestoGuide is a quick and easy solution to generate a trading algorithm in less than a minute. All you need is your favorite trading video. InvestoGuide transcribes the video and generates a coded implementation of the strategies. It then backtests the strategy on the live market and displays the overall performance.
Sorry, I don't know if it's just me, but I think there's a delay, but I don't know if it's caused by my computer. Okay, I think I fixed it.
Great. Okay, here we are. We started with 6 people from 4 different countries and we had a lot of good ideas. To select the ones that would work best, we used a Miro whiteboard. We then worked together to move our ideas to their respective point in the important satisfaction chart. Once we selected an idea to pursue, we carefully started planning what was needed to be done to make it a reality. If we take a look at our idea designing process, our original idea was centered around strategies that relied on pattern recognition rather than natural language processing. So we focused on strategies that rely on statistical equations, and we were able to bring the final product to life. This is the technical architecture of our project. A user submits a YouTube URL, which is downloaded and processed by OpenAI's Whisper model to get a transcript of the video. The output is then used by GPT-3 to create a step-by-step pseudocode of the trading strategy, which is then transformed into a Python script. The script is then run using live data from the stock market to show the performance of that strategy. Here's a video from one of our friends, Nick, explaining how the product works.
You can't hear the audio here. Maybe
Okay. Sebastian, can you start it again? I will just play the audio from my phone. Just from the beginning. Thank you.
Hey guys, my name's Nick from Team Blue, and this is our MVP. Hey guys, my name's Nick from Team Blue, and this is our MVP for the OpenAI Whisper Hackathon. It's Investor Guide. And I'm going to just walk you through the problem this solves for a regular user. So, as a regular user, let's say I have some spare cash lying around and I want to invest it in a trading strategy. So what I might do is I might click on trading strategy on YouTube and probably look at the most popular video. And I would try and watch this video from start to finish to understand what this person is telling me in terms of their strategy. And then I would probably spend a few hours or days even trying to implement it. So what our product does is condense the ability to watch a video and implement a coded implementation days to seconds. And I'll show you exactly how that works. So if I take a video, and this is an example video based on a MACD strategy, it's a common trading strategy. And if I put this into our application, what our application does is it uses Whisper and GPT-3 to not only summarize the key points of the strategy, but it also gives us a coded implementation based on how the individual describe the strategy. And I can also apply to some price data. We choose Bitcoin because it's a common cryptocurrency. And you can see that as Bitcoin has traded down, we can actually see a summary of our performance. So we could actually see we didn't make any buy orders, which is great because the price is traded down, but we made 31 sell orders, and that generated a gain of 20%. So for me as a user, I know I didn't have to watch that video, but I now have a coded implementation, and I understand this is a good strategy.
Now, you may be wondering what type of business model would work best for this product. We believe that the subscription model, which varies depending on the number of generating strategies and whether it uses historical or real-time backtesting, is more than enough to support this type of service. What is next for Investor Guide? We'll be supporting figure drawing strategies and testing them on different markets. Also, while our user interface is very friendly to use, there is a lot of room for growth. Eventually, Investor Guide will be able to tell you when to invest your money.
Thank you guys for presentation. Now we'll have short Q&A sessions. So please, mentors, if you have some questions, ask the team now.
Yeah, you having a question, Pavel?
Yes, definitely. So my main question is the length of the videos. Yeah, what was the issue with implementing longer videos, and how can you maybe combat that? Because I tried a few videos in the demo, and the 10-minute videos they work under 10, and then longer videos not yet. Any plan to fix that?
Yeah, I think that's a great question, and I think this is something that Martin also worked on. So if you have a video which is quite long in length, the way we were thinking of solving this is like splitting the text into chunks and keeping, let's say, you can keep an array which stores contextual information about each chunk. So even if you have, let's say, an hour-long video, you can split that into 10-minute transcripts. Within those 10 minutes, you can actually generate some contextual summary about that chunk and save it in an array. And then you can effectively summarize the entire array and then get the summary for the entire hour-long video. So that's one proposed strategy to fix the length problem.
That's a good approach, I would say.
And my other question was, so why any idea on like which videos or the quality of the videos is better or worse in terms of which advice is better or not? Like, do people just pick the person that they like the most on YouTube and they go with that, or what's the way to kind of find the right videos that will guide you to the best strategies?
Yeah, actually, Pavel, that's the problem. Some people currently right now are looking at the people that they like the most, but the strategy might be complete rubbish, right? So what Investor AI Guide does is it not only takes a summary of that strategy, but it also backtests it to see how good it is. So it proves that this strategy is either good or bad. So even if I like someone on YouTube and I want to follow them, I can actually use Investo AI Guide to actually tell me, prove if this guy is good or not. And Investo AI Guide will actually tell you the exact performance that you would have had if you follow the strategies. So yeah, it kind of gets people out of the trap and falling for people that they like.
Wow, that's super cool. Last thing, I promise. So I would highly recommend you try it on some streams from not only individual investors that give advice, but actually from some funds, like ARK Invest and some other funds that run quarterly investor calls, for their limited partners, their investors, and try it on there and see whether they prove to be right, and then when they have another call, people can follow that advice better or worse. So I think that's a good direction. Not only look at individual YouTubers, but actually look at institutional videos, because they also produce the same content.
That's an awesome point, and that's exactly why in our business model we do want to open this up to institutional pricing as well, because institutions or hedge funds could benefit from it.
Yeah,
it would be really cool to see if you guys say just put up some simple website and kind of take the 40 most influential speakers on YouTube, connect them all to the feed, and then daily you just publish and show this data around them, making it very transparent and very easy for somebody that want to keep up to track with all these 40 people without needing to watch 40 hours of content, rather look at your site for like 40 seconds.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I guess every YouTuber could then have an Investor AI Guide score to see how well they perform based on what they're talking about. So that would be a pretty cool metric that we could offer.
Definitely. Get that up and throw it out on Product Hunt and see if people like it.
Absolutely. Sounds good.
And how did you, just a separate question, so how did you guys all work together? How did you connect? How did you find your teammates? What was the process like? That's my first question. And the second question is, what was challenging or not challenging with using Whisper specifically, and connecting it to all the other tech?
Yeah, I think Lito, you can speak to bringing us all together, because I think you are responsible for that.
Yes, for the first question, we all worked together and we all had our ideas on just one single chart, and we rated them based on the user performance, the user satisfaction and importance. And we all tried to cooperate with different parts of the project. So we collaborated to face like a problem that we had to solve, and we tried to make the final idea as good as possible.
Yeah, and just to answer the second question, in terms of the most challenging part of the architecture, I would actually say the most challenging part was actually getting GPT-3 and Codex to generate a robust Python function that accurately replicates the strategy. And so actually what that involved in is a lot of smart prompt engineering to make sure that function is robust. So yeah, I would say prompt engineering was a challenge in this task.
Okay, and who solved prompt engineering here? Who's the person responsible?
It was all of us actually collectively. It was a collective effort. So all of us are engineers. We all managed to try different prompts and get it into a structure which worked quite well.
Awesome, I love it. Erwin, do you have any questions here?
Yeah, just
Nope, no questions. Great presentation.
actually,
Okay, and we have the questions from our channel. Okay, the first question, how useful is the trading algorithm right now?
So it depends on who they're watching. So if they're watching someone pretty good, then we would hope during the back test, we would actually Investor AI Guide would prove that they are good or not. But yeah, so it depends. It depends on the video.
Okay, and the second one, what about video with visual explanation?
Explanation. So yeah, it's even videos mostly like visual content, not like the speech.
Yeah, this is something actually Sebastian from our team raised. And so it's a little bit difficult if, let's say, the individual who's describing the strategy is only drawing lines on the chart, like Whisper can't pick that up. So I guess a next iteration, maybe a V2 or V3, would to combine Whisper with a computer vision algorithm to actually understand visual explanations. So you would have to run some sequential CNN over the video to extract visual explanations as well as transcription. So, but yeah, right now, if the video was purely visual in its explanation, then yeah, Investo AI Guide will have some trouble. And it would give you actually an error saying unable to pass this video.
Thank you so much for the answers. Guys, if you still have some questions, I mean like mentors, Pavel and Matthias, if you have something to add.
No, nothing additionally, I would say. Yeah, I was overall just curious to understand like how was the experience for you guys over this event? Did you like it, or tell us what was good, what was bad? Really want to know.
Yeah, I mean, I think I definitely could see us all being co-founders one day, I guess. So that's like a great positive thing, but I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, overall the experience was great for me and I think for everyone. It was not just building a product, it was also getting to know other people. Like we were strangers a week ago and now we're like building one single product, putting our effort and time in one single thing. It was amazing.
Also want to say that this was actually the best group I've ever worked with. I don't know, it's just really curious how we're from different cultures, we didn't know each other, but we find out a way to be, at least for me, the best team that I've ever had and worked with. And yeah, I mean, we have like everything that's like could happen in a team group. We have challenges, discussions, probably idea mismatching, but at the end we figure out a way to make this possible. And it was such a great experience working with you all guys.
I'm super happy to hear this, and I think the reason everyone gets along is that because all of you ended up at this event for one reason or the other. So either you were Googling something around Whisper and you found it, or you got an advertisement, but you all share kind of a common thing, which I think is overall super important. And you all are early movers in this space, which makes it even more exciting. So yeah, super thrilled to hear that you got along well and yeah, that excelled.
Great.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. And we are moving to the last team, Team Tatar. with their Hero app that was missing their line. So guys from Team Tatar, please join us and we will start the final presentation. Hello guys, so please turn on your cameras and tell us who will be able to present. You are muted. I guess in your camera a little bit rotated.
Yeah, like how's now?
Very cool.
Okay, so we're Team Tatar, and our project is called Hero App. So let's start. So our team is a team of two, and one of them is obviously me, and the other one's who works as a developer at a local company. I'm a computer science student at the local university. Yeah, and so let's get into this. The reasoning behind the Hero app is just according to the internet and also many other sources, there were like about two to three out of every 1,000 children, like only in the United States, like of America, are born with some detectable level of hearing loss in one or both ears. So approximately 15% of American adults, let's say 37.5 million, like aged over 18 people, experience some degree of hearing loss. And have some trouble hearing. And also, according to the standard hearing, another reason behind a project is, according to World Health Organization, the WHO, over 5% of the world's population, let's say like 430 million people, require rehabilitation to address their disabling hearing loss. Yeah, and it's also estimated that by the year 250, there will be over 700 million people who will experience some sort of hearing loss. So it is the reasoning behind our project. So we thought it would be much more creative, and also to work on that problem. Yeah, the problem we have already. So let's get into the intro to the Hero app. Hero app is an app built to help people who experience some degree of hearing loss. And Hero uses audio to generate ASL, which is known as American Sign Language, through various orders. So for now, it's only available in ASL, like American Sign Language. And our key component, like what we use in our web app, is OpenAI's Whisper API. Yeah. So Hero is currently launched on Vercel and deployed on Vercel app. And it's just a prototype and currently only able to convert like audio into sign language letters shown by image. And we're also planning to go even further by implementing the video-based data sets from the internet, open source, and globalized to a bigger scale, using the Whisper's multilingual multilingual part to build even bigger, cover even bigger horizons. So here's the example of us using the web app, like our Hero app, to convert the audio into PNG, like sign language, ASL. Yeah. Here we demonstrated some sort of simple flow chart, and first we give a audio to the app, and it's gonna detect this whether it's spoken word, spoken language or not. If it's not there, it's gonna end there. Like after that, if it's spoken language, it's gonna go to a Whisper, and on Whisper right now currently it's between English and other language. As I said before, it's currently working on English only, so American Sign Language only, and yeah. If it's English, then like it's gonna convert from text, from audio to text, and the text gonna be converted into PNG files. Yeah, like using the ASL dataset. Yeah, then we put our PNG files over there. About us, our logo is designed, created by Midjourney, and also the meaning of our name, Hero, is spelled the hero, right? So simply a hero who can help the others. So yeah, that's it. Our logo and also includes the O and H to match with its name. Here's the end. Thank you for paying attention, and yeah.
Thank you so much for your presentation. And now it's time for a Q&A session. So Pavel, Matthias, do you have your questions for the team?
So my main question is, do you see a way to remove the delay, right? Because I saw that there's quite a significant delay in when Whisper detects the speech, and then when the specific signs are shown. So this seems very much like a real-time communication thing for me, right? Because you'd want one person to talk in a conversation, and immediately the other person would see all the sign language signs next to it. So like you would see on a real life person do it on TV, right? Or doing a concert. You see that. So that's a very natural use case for me, that you would have these sign language immediately connected to your TV or your phone, like or YouTube or wherever, right? Which would be a great way to do it without subtitles.
Yeah, the app version would have been better, I think, and also like live recording the audio and transcribing it would be like a better improvement of the project.
Right? Do you have a plan to do it, or how to do it?
Yeah, we have a plan. I think it's very doable.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, definitely doable to find ways to get it into much smaller chunks.
Yeah, we can yeah.
So like I would like to, because tell me a good use case for this.
Okay. Yeah, and for this question, like use cases could be very simple and very complex, and if a person who try to communicate with a person who's experiencing some degree of auditorium loss, and yeah, and a person would give an audio or just real time audio to generate the PNG files. I mean, like the ASL to communicate like rightfully with the person who or he or she is trying to communicate. So yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm. And in what I'm just super curious, and I don't have super much knowledge about it. But in what cases is this a better option than, say, just transcribing out a text?
Yeah, so right now we're actually just transcribing the alphabet, right? The hand signs, but it would be better like if you just use the dictionary or like transcribe the word as a sign language. For example, like a house would be this sign, right? And yeah, that would have been like better than transcribing it into words, into letters. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, in that way it's technically faster.
Yeah, I mean, but as I understand that, let's say you have a TV show or you have a concert, and there's usually a person doing the sign language, but they're not using letters, obviously, they're using words, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
for people that use ASL, the emotional impact of it is much different to reading the text itself, as I understand it, right? That there's a specific way that ASL is used and it creates a flow of information that is much easier to read.
Yes. In that case, we can use like GPT-3 because the current the data set of like the words translated is very limited. So in case we miss words to transcribe, we can use like GPT-3 to, for example, use a similar word and then translate it as a like a real sign language words instead of letters, I think.
Okay. Clear.
Yeah.
Clear for me.
Okay, thank you. Erwin, do you have more questions for the team?
Yes, so I have a quick question. I was looking at the group, and it was only a group of two. So I was wondering what was the biggest challenges for such a small group, and if you had more time, what would you improve with your application?
Yeah, we definitely needed more like developers or like needed more knowledge with data sets because like we only use the American Sign Language like and the Whisper is capable of translating from other languages as well. So we could have definitely used that, but I think we both of us worked pretty well together and finished the project.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you guys for your presentation. As we do not have questions in the chat, I guess we may finish with the part when we have like team presentations and Q&A sessions. And now we will have a little break for judges to come up with a decision who will be the winner of Whisper OpenAI Hackathon. So thank you so much for being with us, and we will back soon. Hello, everybody, one more time, and we are ready to announce the winners of Whisper OpenAI Hackathon right now. So for all team that are watching us, we are very happy to have your presentations today, and also we was very happy to have all 104 teams on OpenAI Whisper Hackathon with us. And now it's time to announce the winners, right? So the third place will have Team Boss with their project Butter. So congratulations to Team Boss with the third place on the hackathon. And the second place will be the team Biskov with Project Moriarty with hate speech detection. And also, yeah, our huge congratulations to the first place. It's Team Blue with their investors educational project. So very happy for you guys for winning this hackathon. Yeah. And we would like also to invite Pavel and Matthias to say a few words. Oh, before this, I will tell about the prizes. So the 3 places will receive the personal consultation regarding the project with our founders, with Pavel and Matthias. So we will contact you. You will be able to book a time and discuss the project, maybe receive some advices. And also for the first place, for Blue Team, you will receive the credits for OpenAI's project. So we will also contact you later with this prize. So Pavel and Matthias, now is your time to tell a few words for the teams.
Yes. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining the stream and for submitting your projects. What I wanted to really say is that I see this as a tremendous achievement for the teams that were able to build concepts of products in a very short time frame, in less than 48 hours. They were able to find the right team members. They were able to select the technologies and come out with concepts and implement them into working solutions. I especially admire that you connect a few different technologies. In the case of the winner, Whisper, GPT-3, and Codex into a seamless workflow, which shows that, for me, at least, it shows that the future of building and designing software
It's modular.
is very modular, as Matthias always says. So it confirms our, I think, thinking and approach to how we would like software to be built. So I would really thank you very much, and the other teams as well, to use similar concepts. The other thing we would like to do is when you release your products on Product Hunt or other ways that you will bring the products to market, we would like to support you. So you are invited to promote with us and join other streams, which you just need to let us know when the product is out, and then we will make sure that the community knows about the product and that everybody in our group that is Builders for Builders is actually happy for you and can support you and can actually promote the product on Product Hunt as well, which will be a tremendous achievement for the whole community. So we're very happy to do that.
Yeah, super cool. And congratulations to everyone. I also just want to remind people that what we did see now was 4 of the submissions. There are additional like 20 more you can find on the OpenAI Whisper hackathon page over at lab.ai. Just scroll down a bit and you find it there. Yeah, big congratulations to everyone. We are still working hard on our new system that will automate showcases and let everyone actually stream their video and presentation on Twitch. It's a little stuck in the pipe, but I guess we will have it in 3-4 weeks. Boom.
Thank you very much. And also, Erwin, thank you very much for joining us now and through the hackathon. Erwin, for the win. I like the win because it's always a win. So thank you very much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you engage in the community more. And Erwin is, as you might know or might not know, joining us as a mentor, but originally joined one of the events and then got involved in the community more and more. So we invite people that are interested in becoming mentors and helping us further with the community to reach out to Kuba, Anastasia, Olesha, myself, Matthias, and we'll direct you in the right way. And we're always happy to have you.
Yeah, and this is something we are starting to put a bit more focus and effort on. Like, how can we involve the community in the activities, and also figure out a way so it's not only, hey, I'm nice and I'm helping out, but rather, getting some good value in return. So, and that's also, we want to involve you guys in that discussion and figure out, like, how can we do this really well together. But yeah, anyone that's interested, talk with Nasti, and she will take you forward from there. All right.
Thank you.
Anything more, Olesha?
Yeah, I just wanted to remind you that we will have this week already the hackathon, transforming AI online hackathon. So for people who are watching the stream, make sure that you are joining the hackathon, and we'll also build the cool stuff with some advanced AI tool together already like this week. So yeah, that's it. Maybe if somebody also want to say something, Erwin, if you have few words also, this time when you can share with us something.
Yeah, it was just a great presentation. Awesome seeing the ideas, just basic ideas to fully functional applications. And I think it was just great work. Glad to see the projects and great feedback. So awesome.
Thank you, Erwin. We are very excited of the project that you made, like on this hackathon. So guys, thank you so much for being with us, and see you later on the next hackathon.
Bye.
Bye.